Yeah, very interesting trend as well is the fact that consulting companies can democratize their services. Think about the fact that consulting companies, through digitalization, can now get in touch with target groups that they've never been in touch with before. Consulting services, typically larger companies buy them, mid-sized companies buy them, but most of the time quite expensive. Now, individuals and small companies could also take advantage of it, of course, but very often cannot afford paying for these services. So by digitalizing this, in fact, you have the ability to get access to advice, which is something that otherwise would have been given by an individual or by a consultant, and now would be just an automated advice. The great thing is that if consultants sit together and bring the knowledge together in one specific tool, in one specific model, that is also generating a great piece of advice. And that's what you want to generate here. You want, in fact, to have the individual accessing your website. On your website, you give advice through an automated engagement platform, let's call it this way. And that advice, of course, has a lot of advantages because you're going to be able to use that in your daily lives, in your business, if you're a small business, and so on. And we have multiple examples. There's an example from an Azova. It's one of our clients, by the way, where they have this website. I try to remember the name, by the way, Stefan, maybe you know it.
I think it's freefinancialplan.com.
Okay, all right. I didn't remember. So this one, in fact, is a very nice example. I know that the manager, I think it's Tom, if I'm right, used to be a private banker and dealing with large companies, obviously. And now, through his website, deals with individuals who can get the same kind of advice, in fact, but in a very different model because it's automated. And this is generating, in fact, a lot of money because at the end of the road, it's many clients you're talking to, individuals that otherwise you wouldn't be in touch with, honestly. So these people come to your website, engage, and automatically get that advice. And you, as a consulting company, can earn money directly or indirectly, depending on what kind of payment model you want to work with. But it's generating revenue with clients that otherwise you wouldn't have dealt with before. So I think it's a number of advantages here. For the end client, I think the individuals, smaller businesses, it's allowing them to get access to high-level consultancy advice on one end. On the other end, you have the consultants who are generating still a lot of profit through the access, in fact, to target groups they've never been in touch with before. One, I think, third advantage is for the consulting companies as well to get in touch with people that they don't know, they wouldn't get in touch with, at least not from personal side of things. But smaller companies can become big companies one day. And through this channel, of course, you could keep the connection going, and hopefully one day these companies will become big companies. So I think it's a lot of advantages for all parties here. So great trend, I think.
Yeah, indeed, they can conquer markets that they are not otherwise, which would not otherwise not be profitable for them.
Oh yes, absolutely. No, definitely not.
Because you talked about the different ways to generate revenue. I think the most obvious way is, of course, to sell the advice, to sell the assessment on your website. But a slightly more sophisticated way is to give away the advice for free, like financial advice. You give it away for free, but then the personal advice contains recommendations which point to services of partners.
Generate
and if people click on a link, it's like affiliate marketing, then you get money from these partners. So you give away the advice for free, but you earn money through advertising, to affiliate marketing with those partners. I think that's a more sophisticated model, and that's also the model that is used in freefinancialplan.com, I think.